As a small introduction, Shin Pokémon Red and Pokémon Blue are essentially remasters of Generation 1, getting rid of a ton of bugs, getting a lot of quality of life improvements, and even adding shiny Pokemon, which is what I'm most interested in. You can read up on the whole list of things that changed on the ROM hacking site because I can't go over all of them here. But please read up on it before deciding if you want to play it or not. Okay. Hello, this is Shin Pokémon Blue, and I'm going to show you how to get it on your 3DS. That's really it, let's get to it. I know my desktop is a complete mess, but just work with me. Okay, there's that. Anyway, you're going to need a few things. I'm going to leave a link to the ROM hacking site where you can get this ROM downloaded, or the patch file downloaded. If you want a ROM for Pokemon Red or Blue, good luck. You're gonna have to find that yourself, because I am not helping you in any way. But once you have the files you need, which be sure to put them somewhere that you know. So once you have the BPS file, this is the one that I used, this Shin Pokémon Blue 1.24.2. I'm pretty sure this is the latest one. These ones down here at the bottom, I believe, patch a Japanese game. So you're going to want to go with one of these three. I don't know what these two are, but this third one seems to be the one that you want. And the same goes for Red. So on the ROM hacking website, once you scroll down past this full big thing of changes, there's a download link, and you just download it there. And I've already done so, so I'm not going to show that. But be sure to put it somewhere that you'll know. And then there is Flips. Flips Patcher is essentially just to apply this BPS patch. This patch here to a Pokemon Blue ROM. Okay? To this .gb ROM. Ignore these. I'll get to those in a minute. Okay? These are not important yet. What you're going to do is you're going to run Flips. You're going to have to find that on Google, or I'll link it or something. I don't remember what I decided I wanted to do. But you're going to apply the patch. And the first thing it's going to want is that BPS file. So, we're going to go back to Shin Gen 1 and Shin Blue 1242, and then it's going to want the ROM to apply it to. So I go back here, and there's blue.gb, and then this is an output. And I'm just going to label it something obvious, like Shin Blue.gb, and it was applied. Now if I go in here it is. This is Shin Pokémon Blue now. I'm not going to throw it in an emulator, you're just going to have to take my word for it. And now, the other thing that you're going to need, if you just want this on emulator, you're done here. You can just stop watching. But if you want this on your 3DS, there's one other thing you need to do. This file here, this is the new Super Ultimate Injector for 3DS. I'll leave a link to this in the description as well. Be warned, it is mostly in Spanish. So, you're going to go up here to Archivo and Nuevo. And it is a Game Boy game, yes, but if you want to have the full extent of what this ROM offers, you want to go to CIA Game Boy Color. And then you're going to take that Shin.gb, and you're just going to drag and drop it into here. Because if you try and search for it here, right here, this will not work. It doesn't recognize GB ROMs in the GBC file. And if you export it as a GB file, it will not have color. And you want it to have that, trust me. So you just drag and drop. This says something along the lines as it doesn't recognize the ROM in the database. Do you want to search for it? Just say no. And then you can, this is the long name, this is the short name, and this is the publisher. So, Shin Pokémon Blue. And I'm just going to call it Shin Blue. Blue. And this distributor, I'm just going to make it Jojo Bear 13, because that is, from what I understand, the developer. Now this title screen picture here, I got from the Shin Blue ROM hacking page, and you can just use that and it snaps it onto this little template here. I have no idea what these sliders do. They don't seem to do anything, but that's okay. And from there you're actually done, but I'm going to do one more thing before I finish up here, because this allows you to change the color of the banner surrounding the thing, and because it's blue, I want to have a nice blue border on it. If you want to go a little bit further, you can use this so that it just has a flat image as the banner when you select it, but I like this more. I don't know what the rest of these options do. I don't feel like looking into it, and I don't think I need to select any of it. So once you go back up here, there's an export option. And if you export it as a CIA, and you're going to see it pop up in this folder over here. There it is. Shin Pokémon Blue. And now, we're going to go back to the 3DS. Well, no, we're going to stay here for a bit. Okay. Now, this is what my SD card looks like, because this is a modded 3DS. Obviously, you can't do this if you don't have a modded 3DS, but it's something that's very easy to do. Go to 3ds.hacks.guide. There will be a link in the description. Just go there, and that'll walk you through bit by bit on how to do this. It's safe, I promise. I've done it like 6 or 7 times, and I've had no issues. So, this is what your SD card looks like after soft modding your 3DS, and there's the CIAs folder. You just drag and drop it into there, and it's done. So we're gonna eject. Come on. And now we are headed back to the 3DS. Alright, now we're jumping into FBI, which you recognize, I'm sure, if you use a hacked 3DS at any point. Hello, cursor. Let me get my bottom screen in here real quick. Oh, lovely. No, it's just bigger. Okay. Okay, you're just gonna have to deal with this. Okay, so this is what your bottom screen will look like when you open up FBI. And you're gonna want to go to the SD card, and there's the CIAs folder that we dropped Shin Blue into. And you're going to install and delete the CIA. This isn't necessary, but it just saves time for deleting the CIA later. Just install and delete. Install finished. Good. So we're back out and exit. New software has been added. There it is. Shin Blue. And I'll go back to having only my top screen. So yeah, there it is. And just to double check and make sure. And Shin Pokémon Blue. Now running not natively, but running on my 3DS. Interestingly, this has restore points if you do it this way. I'm not sure why, but it does. But I hope that that lays it out at least well enough for those who have a decent idea of how this works. If not, there are probably people who could explain this way better than I could, but in the basics, that is how you get Shin Pokémon Blue running. I'll have links to everything that I talked about in the description. There's a lot of downloading that you have to do for this, trust me. But I hope that more people play this on their 3DS, because I think it is very neat to see on the 3DS. Oh, and in the process, I erased my save data, which I didn't have much of anyway, but there you go. There's Shin Blue on the 3DS. Thanks for watching.